Boom, shake the room. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Thinking Cap YouTube channel. I'm your host, Positive Tos, and I am here with the myth, the man, the legend, Seth Rivera, owner of Sor Training, personal training company, and a very good friend of mine. Glad to have you, boss.
Yes, you too, man. Great to be here. It is a pleasure. Been looking forward to this, and I'm just excited.
Man, we're excited to have you. Thank you again for tuning in. Stay tuned because this episode is going to be lit for sure. But before we get started rolling, are you ready to light it up?
Absolutely.
You ready to get lit? Let's get lit. We got to make sure it's just right because we about to get everybody else lit on the other side of the screen.
Yep.
So, Mr. Seth Rivera, before we go any further, we want to know about you. So tell us what makes Seth Rivera Seth Rivera.
I'm a personal trainer in the Orlando area. I travel from Kissimmee all the way to Maitland. I do in-home training, corporate wellness programs, community programs, boot camps, and I have a post-therapy background, so that's what I love to, and that's what I do, that's what I enjoy. I really just want to help people legitimately, help them just, a body in motion stays in motion, so that's what I believe in.
Awesome, man. We see the logo right here coming on strong. When did you get the company started?
January of this year, but I've been a personal trainer for 11 years now. Yeah, I'm just very excited. I actually had a buddy of mine that I went to high school with, and he designed it for me, so that was an awesome reconnecting time for us. So.
That's huge, and you're doing big things with it already too.
Thank you, man.
That's good stuff. We're excited for all the great things you have going on. Tell us about some recent events you had. We know you had something with a huge company, Macy's, right?
We went ahead and did a Fit Expo there at Macy's, and it's on the third week of every month at the Mall of Millennia, and I met a lot of people over there. Great connections with different companies, and it just fell right into place. So yeah, it was a big thing. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Speaking of big things, we know you had another big thing not too long ago. I don't know exactly how long ago, but you got you got a big thing in a little package. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, absolutely. So I am a father. I got a little boy. He's 1 year old now. His name is Kai.
Cute.
Shout out to Kai Green. But yeah, the little man he's my heart. I absolutely love him. Definitely helps me think about somebody other than myself, learn to be selfless. He's taught me a lot of patience. So just he's amazing, absolutely mind-blowing, and never thought it would impact my life the way he did. So yeah.
Man, all right. Well, Seth, before we jump into the enlighten round, I want to ask you a favor. Can you? Now he's getting ready to compete, but I want you to see how massive this dude is. Can we get a flex? This is Flex Friday right now.
There we go.
So we post these videos on Monday, every Monday for Motivational Monday, but we often conduct the interviews on Friday. So it's a Flex Friday. We just had to get that flex out of him, man. Seth, he's a beast. He's a beast.
Appreciate it. Been working hard.
Yeah, our pleasure, man. Well, without further ado, if you don't mind, I'm just going to introduce everybody to our Enlighten Round. The Enlighten Round, if you haven't ever seen one of our Thinking Cap interviews before, the Enlighten Round is a series of questions that we ask every interviewee. They're the same set of questions that we ask, but given the interviewee's own life experiences and perspectives on life, they often give us some really unique, incredible answers. Things that will provoke thought and get you really engaged and maybe help you in your journey. So with that said, let's jump into the Enlighten Round.
Let's go. It's really helped me to start thinking for myself, really do things that I want to do, and as far as starting my own business, not making excuses, and really just taking action. When I say I want to do something, I actually do it, and just small action moving forward. It's not easy, but if you don't get started with it, it'll never happen, and you'll always wonder what if. So I don't want to wonder what if, and the Thinking Cap has really helped me to just take action. So I ended up getting fired from a gym job. Anywhere I've worked, I've always done my 100%. and I didn't really exactly understand why I got fired from there. So it really set me back. I was just questioning what I was doing with my life, why I made, like, just really trying to dissect, okay, where did I go wrong? Why did I get fired? And 2 days later, you know, after getting fired, I got up and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go look for work again. So I was just driving around, you know, picking up some applications and things. And as I'm headed home, I see a sign of a new local gym that had just been opened. I turned the car around, went in there, and I ended up getting hired the next day for a GM position at this local gym. So, you know, everything happens for a reason. If I did not get fired from the previous job, I would have never had that opportunity come to me. So I ended up working there as the general manager there for 3 years, and now I went on doing my own business. So that's how it really impacted my life.
Wow, that's incredible. So you got fired as a worker at a gym and went and got a job as the boss at a gym.
Yes.
So,
a lot of my friends, a lot of clients, cousins, anyone that I, you know, come across, and they're discouraged, and they'll go ahead and ask me, hey Seth, how did you get started with your own business? Or, you know, I want to do this, this, and this, but I don't exactly know how. I just really encourage them, and I'll, you know, if I have time, I'll sit down with them, make a short business plan, give them my phone number, not for my own gain. I mean, I'm not going to be making any money at all, and it doesn't matter. It just makes me happy to actually help somebody start thinking and taking action in something they enjoy, to where they can, you know, go ahead and pay their bills when waking up in the morning and, I don't know, doing something that they absolutely enjoy instead of working a 9 to 5 for somebody else and they hate going into work. So I really just encourage them to, you know, do what they're passionate about.
and I can attest to that because, Seth, you've been there for me when I had questions about the fitness industry and I'm getting started and everything. I have questions about supplements, about workouts, about anything, and he's always there. And you always take the time to answer it and explain it thoroughly and make sure I understand it.
Right, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Anytime.
Yes, sir.
Quote from Steve Jobs, you know, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will connect somehow. You have to trust in your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. And, you know, when I'm feeling down and I feel like, man, things are not happening fast in my life, I go ahead and look back and reflect on where I've come and where I'm going to be, and it helps me, you know, feel encouraged and, yeah, Seth, you're actually moving forward. What it means to be lit for me, I would say it has to do with positivity, the way you view things, the way you view everyday situations in your life. You know, say you get fired from a job, okay, get back up, look for another job. Say you get a tire popped, change the tire, move on. It could have been worse. You could have gotten an accident or something. Look at everything in a positive way, you know? And just pass it on, you know? A smile goes a long way. Everyone hears that saying, and someone sees you walking around, hey, why is he so happy? Try it. It works. It's awesome. You know, the health fitness industry and the, you know, just nutrition in general. You know, the multimedia, social media, whether it's in the fitness world and whether it's, you know, on Fox News or whatever. There's so many fad diets out there. There's so many misinformation about what's healthy, what's not healthy. And I've been noticing that us personal trainers that really care, we get a bad reputation on the knowledge of giving out meal plans or, you know, nutrition guidance, things like that, because, you know, I have clients telling me, hey, what about the paleo diet? What about the cotton ball diet? I've heard that one before too. You know, is too much water bad for you? How about Diet Pepsi? and just so many things, and nobody really knows where to turn. And I don't know, it makes me a little uneasy about it. And any kind of nutrition plans, any kind of meal plans, workout plans, and everything that I give my clients, it is completely customized to that individual. I go through whole profiling, if they're injured, on any kind of medication, diabetes, anything like that. And we really go ahead and just customize everything that they're supposed to do, from supplementation to how much water they're supposed to drink, or what medications we're trying to wean them off of, things like that, obviously with a doctor's consent. And all of it's completely customized. I'm not here to waste their time, their money, and I just want to help people legitimately. I'm not trying to give people a cookie cutter diet or anything like that. A quick buck doesn't do anything for me, but changing someone else's life when they go ahead and throw out their insulin, from diabetes, they come back to me saying, hey, I have no more diabetes, or hey, I just lost 15 pounds. That is the biggest reward versus a check in the mail or something like that. So, that'll last forever. And my reputation is, I want someone to look at me and say, you know what, Seth is a man of integrity, and he actually legitimately wants to help people. So that's the biggest thing, is just be aware of the information that you're getting from, your nutrition from. That's it.
Man. Well, at the conclusion of the Enlighten Round, we have to ask you, how can we connect with you? I'm sure after hearing that, what you said about nutrition, people are going to want to contact you and have a lot of questions about nutrition.
Absolutely.
And we definitely value everything that you said. So please let us know, how can we connect with you?
I have a website, www.sortraining.com. You can go ahead and email me there. My phone number's on there as well. Social media is Sor Training. Instagram is Sor Training. I keep everything very simple. And feel free to call me, even if I don't want you guys to feel obligated that you have to buy something or anything like that. Just email me and I'll answer your question. So
yes. Well, that concludes our Thinking Cap episode here with Mr. Sor Training, Seth Rivera himself.
It's a pleasure being here, man.
Yeah, our pleasure. We're glad to have you. Please connect with us. Follow the Thinking Cap movement by going on Instagram, Thinking Cap Official, or you can follow me personally, +_Tos, or look me up on Facebook, Ian Michael Santos, in parentheses, +Tos. We're glad you tuned in. And for all of those enlightened individuals out there, stay creative, stay positive, and stay lit.